Okay, hi, Shade Hearts. My name is Mary. I live in Hong Kong, and in Hong Kong we have a lot of cars, and this like literally happened to me like 30 minutes ago. Okay, I was walking out of Starbucks because I have some friends at Starbucks, and I met up with them and talked to them and stuff like that. I left Starbucks, and I hear a car crash. So I run up to. I didn't actually see the car crash. I just heard it, and I heard like people like whispering like, "What's going on?" And I saw people like picking up their iPhones and like typing in their passwords and trying to call 999. Like 999 is the 911 in Hong Kong. Trying to call the police, the ambulance, the ambulance. So yeah. Um, Sheiko, you said before that in important situations, you would not want to be one of those bystanders. I wasn't a bystander today. I saw like as I was because I didn't really know what was happening. I was walking towards the scene of the crime. It wasn't really that much of a scene, really. It was like a minor traffic accident. Like a taxi or a cab lightly bumped into this woman, but it was on like a kind of slope, so she fell back into the railing, and she cut her finger, her elbow, her inner thigh, and she might have hurt her pelvis. I'm not sure. The ambulance people wouldn't let me know anything after they came. They just took her and put her in the ambulance, started treating her wounds. Um, So, as I was walking up to this scene, I saw that only one person who was helping, and that person was the one, like the taxi driver came out and held onto him and said, "You call the cops," like with eye contact and stuff, like, "You call the cops." So I was just like, I need help. So I walk up to her, I try to calm her down. I'm like, everything's okay. Well, in Cantonese. Cantonese is the language you speak here. Um, and I'm like, calm down, everything's gonna be okay. And then I have some water on me, I have some tissue, so I start cleaning some of her wounds. I'm like, I like pour some water on her wounds, and I just look over, I'm like, are you hurt anywhere? And she's like, my finger, and it's like bleeding a lot, and I don't know what to do, so I calm down myself as well, and I'm just like, okay, you calm down, and we're gonna clean you up first, okay? The ambulance is coming, but I think we should stop your bleeding first, in Chinese, or Cantonese, or whatever, in our language, okay? And so I take my water bottle that I just recently bought and filled and blah blah blah. So it's clean water. I know that it's clean water. And I clean her wounds with some water first because I don't have any peroxide or alcohol wipes on me or wet wipes on me at all. So I take that. I give her a tissue because I don't want to touch her myself in case I inflict pain. And I don't want to do that. So I tell her to I poured the water onto her finger, and she's like, I told her to like try and clean her wound and clean all of the blood and the dirt and grit off of her finger. And then I gave her some tissues, a packet of tissues, and I told her to like clamp the tissues onto her finger because she cut her finger like a really deep gash going through here to here, and like yeah. So she was bleeding a lot. So I told her to to wrap her finger in the tissue. So she just wrapped it. I'm like, you need to keep holding pressure on there. She's like, okay. And then she's holding her finger, and I'm like, okay, so we're gonna wait for the ambulance to come. Don't worry. And she's just like hysterical. She's like, am I gonna be okay? What about my dog? My dog's at home. I don't have any relatives. I don't have anybody to call. I'm like, calm down. Everything's gonna be okay. We just have to wait for the ambulance to come. And then I started looking. I try to not look around as much as possible. I try not to look worried. I try to put on a brave face and just be like, okay, everything's under control. Everything needs to be calm. She doesn't need to be stressed any more than she already is. So, yeah, the police came, the ambulance came, and since I wasn't there at the scene of the crime, I couldn't be a witness, and yeah, I couldn't be a witness, but the man, well, the teenager that called the police, that was actually there during the scene and witnessed the car bumping into the woman, um, he stayed there, and I'm still not sure what happened because I just I started freaking out like any normal person. I just couldn't keep my facade on anymore. So I called my sister because she was expecting me home, and I was like, okay, so I just witnessed a car accident, and I helped out, and I helped clean her wounds and stuff like that. And she's just like, okay, you need to calm down, and you well, she didn't say that. She was more just like ordering me like, you need to come home now, because they're gonna take you to a police station. And I'm like, but I didn't witness the car crash. And she's like, okay, then you don't have any business being there. This is coming from a very Asian perspective. Like, it's what Asian people do a lot. You'll see a lot of people do this. You can be doing something completely weird and people will be staring at you, but they won't stop you. They won't say anything to you unless they're raised up to be ABC, American Born Chinese. And they're a bit more open about things. They're willing to question you. That's what some Asian people aren't willing to do. They're very closed-minded, and they will just ignore you, or they'll be like, and then just walk away. So I'm well, I know this is very a very bad thing to say, but I'm proud that I wasn't one of those bystanders that did nothing. Yeah. So, well, the thing that helped me calm down the most. Oh my God, I'm tearing up. The thing that helped me calm down the most was you, Shay. Um, I remember a couple vlogs ago, you were just like, I would never want to be one of those those bystanders and do nothing. So I just jumped into action. I was just like, this is the moment. This is what Shay Carl was talking about. When something happens, you don't do nothing. You do something. So I did something. I helped her, and yeah. So I just wanted to vlog it. I'm okay. Bye, guys.